People who know me know this about me, and that is that I can predict the future. This is in a sense woo-woo style, but actually in socio-psychological cases, science, medicine, technology, finance, politics, sociological events, everything that I have said that will happen actually happened. Say, for example, if a product is not good for somebody's body and I said this will cause lots of lawsuits, years later, $400 million of lawsuit be paid for the people who purchased the items. And a lot of things like that. For example, I predicted COVID. And I predicted everything around COVID, the life after COVID. All of that happened. And even I say things, it's not that I want to do this. It comes naturally out of my mouth. And whatever comes out of my mouth happens either the same day, you will hear in the news, the next day, maximum 2 days now, that I see exactly what I said being in the news. And how do I know that? Actually, I do my live streams on my YouTube channel and talk about this and say, here, this and this will happen. Just watch it, mark my words. And I even have a hashtag, mark my words, and those things happen. And sometimes in these live streams, I don't even know how the conversation leads to a certain topic. And then I stop everything and talk about that topic. And that topic apparently happens soon thereafter. I give you an example. This past Friday night, in my regular Friday night live stream, I was talking about a topic and then out of nowhere I stopped and said, listen, this is what I said. Really spend your time with your parents. If your parents are elderly, call them, video call them. If you cannot see them, if they're far away, email them, call them, video call them. Be grateful for every moment and every second you have with your parents. This is so important, okay? There's so much hate in this world right now. And this is most of the time the millennials. They're just making everything dramatic. Everything is so bad. Everything bad happened to me. As if the only generation who has gotten bad things happen is this millennials generation. That's why the extreme narcissism is out there, because of this generation who blames everything and everyone except themselves. This includes YouTuber, tarot readers, astrologers, spiritual gurus who keep giving you wrong advice because they need themselves advice. So it's a lot of mess going on out there. So there's a lot of hate right now. People hate their parents. Apparently, all parents are horrible. Listen, if we see horrendous parents, what they do to children, but if you are alive, if you can breathe, you can overcome mentally what drama and trauma and PTSD, everything you have experienced, okay? I have my techniques. I teach these techniques. So there is a way out. And no, you don't have to go to your entire life to a psychologist. What I'm saying here is, if you breathe, if you still alive and have a family or are a person on your own, there is no point to hate your parents. They brought you to this life, to this earth. They give their genes and DNA to you. You are alive. You are working. You are breathing. You have your own home. You have your own job. Then there's no point. There is no point. You can still say, even if you don't want to get too much engaged, you can still say hi, this holiday, Christmas, New Year's Eve, okay, whatever it is. But be grateful just to have your parents, because at one moment they can be gone, especially if they're elderly. Forget about everything. If they're elderly, forget about everything. Help them, be there for them. Okay? Be there for them. You cannot get any time back. Time, you will never get it back. And living with resentment is like you are poisoning yourself. You will hurt yourself. That's what it is. You cannot live with resentment. You can't. what did we hear in the news? Rob Reiner and his wife was killed, brutally killed by their son, their own son. I literally talked about this out of nowhere. It is insane. So mark my words, whatever I say, even in science, even in medicine, and maybe this is why we get so much successes with our patients, because it is not rocket science if you are trained as a scientist and are able to put pieces together. But at the same time, if you accumulate all the information and make sense of it like a scientist, it's not rocket science to predict the future. Hopefully from now on, you will mark my words.